This past Sunday, Path of Exile 2 had its very first race event. I gotta say, it was fun to watch. The race was basically getting to Act 3 and killing Doriani. There were winners for each of the 6 classes. And as you can see here are the results. And wow, I gotta say, Angorimus, hopefully I didn't butcher his name, Warrior, did it in 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 37 seconds. What a run. Who would have thunk the Warrior would have been? Actually, the Warrior was the top 3 fastest times. So Angorimus was the first one to kill Doriani in 2:28. The Witch, guy that dies, 3:18. So that is literally almost 50 minutes slower than the Warrior. That's how unbelievable. And apparently, Angorimus, that wasn't his best time. Apparently, he did it 4 minutes faster. So unbelievable. Mercenary was 3:19. Monk was 3:21. Ranger was 3:27. And surprise, 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 the Sorceress in 4 hours and 3 minutes. So congratulations to all these players. It was fun to watch, but that's not the point of the video. The point of this video is, while I was watching this race, there was a lot of things that these players and all the big top racers that participated in this event, they did some things that I just wasn't aware of to speed up getting through the campaign. And I wanted to share these tricks and tips with you. Maybe you're aware of them, maybe you're not. But I thought, if you're someone that's looking to get through the campaign quicker in Path of Exile 2, then this video might just be for you. So we're going to review 5 to 6 of the things that I saw that looked unique to me that I wasn't aware of 100% or at all. And hopefully that'll help you out with your campaign runs. Now, this video is only going to be the ones that I highlight. If you're aware of certain tips and tricks to kind of reduce the time to get through the campaign, please get in the comment section and let us know. Now, it goes without saying, stuff like having more movement speed on your boots, knowing where to go, stuff like that. That's obviously goes without saying. I'm not going to cover that stuff. You know, a lot of these players use the shield charge. Everyone should be aware of that already. Leap slam. These are all things that's pretty widely known out there. So obviously that goes without saying. So just want to mention that before we get into the video. Now, before I get into these tips and tricks to maybe, hopefully, speed up your next campaign run, I do want to also mention the fact that we, as a recording of this video, we have received this patch note, this content update, sorry, on 0.20, and I wanted to really touch on it a little bit. It looks like content 0.20 update will have some new ascendancy classes. Now, each class is missing. The 6 that are in early access are all missing the 3rd ascendancy. So it looks like some new ascendancy classes are coming, and they provided an illustration. And I have to say, I don't know what this is. Maybe a crossbow totem for the mercenary. I don't know. But it looks like we're getting new ascendancies, and we're getting 2 new unique items that are coming in the update. This crest shield, which grants race shield, obviously 63% increased armor and energy shield. That's nice. 27 dex plus 18 to all elemental resistances. Nice. And -1 to maximum spirit per 50 maximum life. And then we got this Spirit-born crown, and its armor and energy shield. It's got 100% increased armor and energy shield, plus 89 to life and 21 to chaos res. Enemies in your presence count as being on low life. And lastly, content update 0.2 has a lot of improvements to the end game, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of more to come when it comes to the end game, but they're including improvements and new choices to the Atlas passive skill tree, and it looks like they added a whole bunch of nodes for the Atlas passive skill tree. So I just wanted to mention this quick update on the point 2 drop, which I'm speculating is going to happen March 28th, but only time will tell. Once again, congratulations to Angorimus for winning the first ever Path of Exile 2 race. What unbelievable. He was incredible to watch, as were so many others. And the first tip actually comes for Angorimus while he was doing the first boss that we face in Path of Exile 2, and that's the Bloated Miller in Act 1. And it's unbelievable. As you can see here, Angorimus places his character back on the back wall here to prevent Miller from moving around. And that was his strategy. Now, as this continues to play out, unfortunately, when the zombies spawn, Angorimus had to move away for a bit, and this tactic kind of lost its effectiveness because he had to move away from the wall. So later on in this fight, as you see, it kind of fell apart. But this was a really, really great first tip. Now, one of the things that was the rules of this race was this was solo self-found, and it was not hardcore. It was not available in hardcore, but there was a 60-second death penalty. So if you died, as seen here with Naden Wins, when he died here, you can see the little timer in the middle of the top screen, the top of the middle screen. You see the little counter where you basically can't move your character. Now, they were able to get into their inventory and play around with their armor and gear and weapons and stuff like that. So they were able to look at their gear while there was the 60-second timer was going on. But I was very curious to see how this was going to be handled. And obviously, as you can see, there's a timer. So that was one of the rules. There was a 60-second death penalty. Now, I have to say, one of the things that was really another interesting little tip, and we see it here from Dr. Dexter, and this is not possible without WASD. WASD and having it in the game absolutely makes this possible. But during the animation and waiting for the next transition into phase 2 during this fight, Dr. Dexter swaps out and puts his shield on to get more survivability. What just a high IQ play. Waiting for phase 2, he decides to swap out for a shield to give him more survivability. 200 IQ play right here, and I just wanted to highlight it. Now, this one I was not aware of. I thought we were kind of stuck with the animation, and there's a lot of animation and lore and things when we kill bosses. We're waiting for the loot to drop, and there's dialogue and all that kind of stuff. But I was very keen to learn that after killing Junar, there is as we all know, there's a very lengthy animation. So instead of killing Candlemas, players will go directly to Junar, kill him, and there's that 1 minute animation. Players, as seen here, players will immediately after killing him portal out. They'll go to the living right boss, Candlemas, which is located at the chapel of the Ogham Manor, and then they'll kill Candlemas, and then the animation will be done. They'll go back to Genor and they'll pick up the loot and port out of there. So they're maximizing that waste of time. And I've done this on every playthrough. I'm just standing there waiting for the whole animation to play out. This one you guys should know, but I thought I would mention it because I've seen a lot of people still move around a lot in this boss fight. And I get it. I also move around a lot too, but I also adopt this practice, and that's the Wrathbreaker. It's the first boss you encounter during Act 2, and your fighting position should always be at the back of the area, so the peak of the cliff, and and it eliminates you getting hit from the projectiles coming from the wall of enemies at the back there. So always keeping yourself in position at the peak of the cliff is really a good strategy. And it keeps you away from taking damage from the projectiles from the walls. So this is pretty well known, but I just thought I would highlight it. And this one, I don't know how to explain it other than let me just get Ziggy to explain it.
And quite
Gets it
early
and types
on,
an
he had
easy
to.
in chat. Now,
Yeah.
we just missed it, but oh no, he's gonna do it right now. And Gormus has got tech. See, watch him. He's spam clicking the portal while he does the switch, and it skips the law. It skips the law. If you time it, there's like a thing that holds you there for a little while after that point. But if you spam click it while doing the switch, you just get straight to town. It's amazing.
Holy,
Law skip.
that's
I
actually
love it.
super
I'm
cool.
doing that. I'm doing that from now on.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one at all.
Spam click the portal. Yeah, because no one likes those long switches.
You know, I did want to mention one more thing. The irony in this race, remember, the three fasted times were all warrior. And if you look at the Path of Exile 2 early access class breakdown going into late February, as seen here, this was posted by Grinding Gear Games, and the distribution of players and what classes they have played so far. It's unbelievable that the warrior, I have to say, obviously a playable class, but it's gotten a lot of negativity in the sense a lot of people don't play it because it's slow. And wow, like totally blown away. I didn't see this coming. Now maybe you did, but if you can see here, like look at this, like the Titan is 5.48%, right? Stormweaver's 19, Invoker, like look at all these stats. You got to go all the way down to the Titan for the warrior to get to 5% of the player base has played Titan so far. And then Warbringer at another 1.53. Just very low on the totem pole when it comes to players and the classes that they've played so far, Path of Exile 2. And the irony of the three fastest times all coming from the warrior. I just wanted to highlight that. Well, there you have it, everyone. These are the things that I noticed during the race, and I just wanted to highlight them and share them with you. Hopefully, you got some tips out of this to maybe take your campaign playthrough down a notch. I know I'm going to definitely utilize some of these tips because God knows I need a lot of help in getting through the campaign. There's no way I would be able to do get all the way to Act 3 in 2.5 hours. Jesus, takes me that long to get out of Act 1, if not longer. But anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys. Hopefully you found them helpful. And please, if you're aware of other tips that'll help speed up the process through the campaign for myself and for other players, please get in the comments section and share your knowledge. This way everyone can benefit from it. And as always, thank you for watching, everybody. If you can like, comment, and subscribe to my content, it would really mean the world to me. I would really, really appreciate the support. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. The opinions expressed in this video are mine and solely mine. Healthy debate is always encouraged. Hate is never welcomed. So get over it.